Have you ever seen photos of incredible radio stations with multiple monitors, big radios, microphones, antennas, and wondered, where do I even start? The truth is, you don't need a room full of expensive equipment to build a great ham shack. Some of the best operators I know have simple stations that are organized, comfortable, and easy to use. That's all straight ahead on this episode of Ham Radio for Beginners. Stick around for great information. Welcome back to HamShackTV. I'm your host, Josh, AA4WX, and this is a series I call Ham Radio for Beginners. What we're doing is we're covering information that isn't, necessarily covered by the education that you'll receive for your ham radio license. This is about stuff that no one tells you until you dive into the hobby. And today we're talking about building your first station. And what better place to begin the search for new equipment for your station than Gigaparts, folks. Gigaparts is a fantastic store. They have pretty much everything you need to start your first ham shack build. We're putting it all together today in this video, and most of the stuff we will cover, you can buy at Gigaparts. Gigaparts is a great supporter of HamShackTV, and you shopping with them tells them that you like the content that we're putting out here on HamShackTV, which goes to support HamShackTV. But I love supporting my friends there. 6123 University Avenue, Huntsville, Alabama. Or you can shop on your socks online, gigaparts.com. Use coupon code HamShackTV. That'll get you double rewards points. But hey, if you are using this video and you're going to Gigaparts to buy your first station setup, go ahead and get Gigaparts Rewards Plus. And why do I say that? Because they give you a perpetual warranty. They also have an extended return window. All this stuff, if you're sinking hundreds or even thousands of dollars into your first ham radio setup, this will come in handy. Go ahead and get Gigaparts Rewards Plus. Use coupon code HamShackTV50. That'll give you half off your first month of Gigaparts Rewards Plus. I'm telling you, folks, you will not regret signing up for Gigaparts Rewards Plus. Appreciate their support of HamShackTV. So let's get started. The first thing to think about is location. Location. That's what they always say, right? Your ham shack doesn't have to be an entire room. It could be a spare bedroom, a home office, a corner in the garage, a basement, my shack studio here in the basement, or even in your living room. The most important thing is choosing a space that's comfortable, organized, and gives you room to grow. Speaking of room to grow, don't buy a tiny desk just because you only have one radio today. Most hams eventually add another radio, a power supply, a computer, maybe an antenna tuner, or a scanner. Give yourself a little extra space now, and you'll thank yourself later. Next is to think about comfort. You're going to spend hours sitting at your station. Choose a comfortable chair. Position your monitors and radios where you don't have to twist or reach constantly. Good lighting is important too. A well-lit station is easier to operate and much more enjoyable. Now let's talk about organization. One mistake I see beginners make is letting cables pile up behind the desk. I'm guilty of that myself. Power cables, Coax, USB cables, microphone cables. Before long, everything looks like a bowl of spaghetti. Take a little time to bundle those cables together. Use cable ties or Velcro straps. Label your cables too, if at all possible. A little $29 P-Touch from Walmart will do you wonders. Label your cables. That way you're not having to chase them down. Future you will be thankful when it comes to trying to troubleshoot or add new equipment. Another thing to consider is grounding. Folks, grounding is extremely important. Grounding is a big topic all by itself, and we'll cover it more in detail in a future video. But for now, just remember, a proper grounded station can improve safety and help reduce electrical noise. If you're unsure how to ground your station, don't guess. Take some time to research it or ask an experienced ham for guidance, your Elmer. Let's talk about your computer. Even if you don't plan to use digital modes today, eventually you probably will. A computer makes programming radios easier, keeps electronic logs, runs digital modes, controls some of your radios, and gives you access to propagation information, spotting networks, and logging software itself. It's become an important part of the modern ham shack. Here at HamShackTV, we support World Radio League. What a great logging application. And you can check them out. World Radio League is actually free to use, but there are some premium options. If you go to worldradioleague.com, use coupon code HamShackTV, you're going to get 10% off paid memberships to World Radio League. So check them out. You will not regret it. Noise is another thing to talk about. Computers, LED lights, phone chargers, cheap power supplies, and even televisions can generate radio frequency interference, or RFI. If you notice extra noise on your receiver, try turning devices off one at a time to see if the noise disappears. Sometimes the solution is surprisingly simple. As your radio station grows, don't forget about ventilation, folks. Ventilation's the easiest thing to forget. Modern radios do generate heat. Power supplies generate heat. Amplifiers generate even more heat. Leave space around your equipment so air can circulate properly. Your radios will thank you. Here's another tip. Keep your notebook nearby, or better off, keep a small toolbox in your shack. Include things like spare fuses, adapters, coax jumpers, electrical tape, a flashlight, a few basic hand tools. Sooner or later, you're going to need them. One thing I always tell a new ham is do this. Don't compare your shack to someone else's. Some stations have taken decades to build. Your station doesn't have to be impressive. It just has to work. Build it one piece at a time. Upgrade when it makes sense. And enjoy the journey. Because honestly, building the station is only part of the hobby. Here's today's big takeaway. A great ham shack isn't measured by how much money you spent. It's measured by how much you enjoy using it. Start simple, stay organized, leave room to grow, and spend more time operating than shopping. In our next episode, we're going to take a look at one of the most requested beginner topics, programming your radio. That's right, programming your radio. We'll cover manual programming, chirp, manufacturer software, memory channels, and how to avoid some of the most common mistakes that new hams make. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to HamShackTV, and share it with a new ham. I'm Josh, AA4W. Their support of the show and what we do here at HamShackTV. We love Gigaparts. Go check them out. Check out World Radio League, guys. I think you're going to enjoy what you find. I'm Josh, AA4WX. We'll see you in the next video, 73, AA4WX. WSCB 693.